Well, my aunt and uncle have the virus.
That makes sense.
Scientists are in a mad scramble to pinpoint the origin of this novel virus. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization has confirmed infections are now present in all continents except Antarctica.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Partnership for the Arts, where we talk art. With me is my lovely co-host, as always, Mary.
Hello, and welcome.
Right, so we are currently in our studio following lockdown protocols by CDC.
You know, lucky for us, it's just a stone's throw away from where we live.
Right.
You can't make accusations without the right hands in.
Is this virus real, or is this a global prank designed to scare us all before Halloween? Join me, Rob Peterson, and find out.
So you're saying this will all be over in a year?
It's a good sell. We cut that time in half, shine up the data, upsell the effort, and give the media a story.
It'll track well. We can make it work.
I did say this will be over in a year, maybe sooner. Good day, gentlemen.
Today on Inside Look, I'll be speaking with Professor Edward Bellows, director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, and lead virologist in this country's medical task force. Professor Bellows, what are we facing here exactly? Is this a new strain of the flu?
Oh, if I had $1 every time someone asked me that. It's not the flu virus. This is new. The initial symptoms are flu-like. But after a week or two, this virus begins to attach itself to organs outside the respiratory system, the kidneys, the spleen, the heart. And that's when we get a symptom shift.
And what are the new symptoms?
We're finalizing the studies, and we'll release that information shortly.
We have reports here of symptoms ranging from involuntary muscle control to catatonia. Does the virus affect the brain, Professor?
As I said, we will release our official findings when we can.
Maddie, can you hear me okay?
Heaven have mercy, she lives.
I am so sorry, sweetie. It has been frickin' insanity central around here. I would so cry right now if it wasn't hilarious in a sad, weird kind of way. Were you worried?
Yeah. A little bit. I'm going crazy over here, Kath. You're not calling me. What's going on? And your text messages have been really weird. And what are you wearing? Wait. Are you mad because I forgot?
No.
Wait,
it's just been pure chaos. They have block by block testing now, and it's paperwork this and paperwork that. And then there's the protests and riots, but those are mainly downtown, so we just hear about them on the news. I called like I said I would. I get points for that, don't I?
Yeah, you did. And you do. You know, for a while I thought you didn't want to talk to me anymore. Wait, this isn't a Dear John call, is it?
No, of course not. Don't say that, Maddie. So they still got you locked up in that castle?
It's not a castle, it's more of a mountain resort. But starting to feel more like a fortress actually now.
They're not letting you out?
No. 5-star service though, all on the local government's tab.
Are they feeding you properly?
Oh, it's miserable. You know, my Euro toast this morning was buttered only on one side. Fascists. But I'd give all of this up for Taco Ted's in a heartbeat.
They're gone. All of them. The streets are all cleared out. Even the brick and mortar places are monitored 24/7. I have something that might cheer you up, though. Also, the reason I called, other than how much I miss you, got this in the mail. It's not in English. What is it?
It's brandy from the private reserve of the local principality. You know, it's fancy stuff, but your Maddie got the hookups. Hold on, I got my own stash.
Well, this calls
for a toast.
Clink.
Clink.
The World Health Organization has recently theorized 3 origin points: Central Asia, South America, and Western Europe. Can your department confirm this?
The information as of now is accurate.
And this is something that's been mentioned numerous times by viewers on our program, and normally I wouldn't entertain such offbeat notions, but I really feel that it needs to be put to rest once and for all.
Sure. Ask away.
Can you factually state that this wasn't manufactured in a secret laboratory?
Miss Baxter, this is nature at its absolute ruthless best.
Ruthless would suggest intent.
I apologize. Nature is a perfect engine of evolution. Morality is a concept we assign to the world around us.
Of course. So I'm assuming the answer is no.
A more apt answer would have been yes, but no. This was not made in the lab.
It's a little strong for a beginner, but once you've broken in, it's as smooth as silk. It's perfect, isn't it?
It's kind of bland.
Bland? Seriously? No, really, come on. What do you really think? Whoa, 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 easy there, sweetie. Just take a small sip first. You know, this stuff burns like paint remover. In a good way.
It is smooth. Kind of reminds me of Evian water.
Did you just get out of a big dinner or something?
No, I haven't eaten all day. Why?
You haven't eaten? I don't know. All of a sudden, my Cathy is knocking back old world brandy like it's Gatorade after soccer practice.
I mean, I don't know what to say. It tastes like really expensive water. It's good.
I want to come home. You have no idea how much I miss you.
I want you home.
Well, surely a breakthrough vaccine is within the realm of possibility. I mean, being this country's lead virologist, isn't it your responsibility to take the fight to Mother Nature herself? I mean, I personally wouldn't underestimate our chances.
Thank you. My colleagues and I appreciate that. We are on the front lines fighting, and as of now, we are expending our full resources just to stop the spread.
The world is under lockdown. Most nations have grounded all flights. Police, and in some countries, soldiers are patrolling the streets just trying to restore order. And everyone's doing their part. Cautious optimism, at least, Professor?
As a scientist, I go by facts, and at present, they're not on our side. If this is a game, the virus is running out the clock. I wouldn't suggest optimism in this case. Just caution, hope, and for the antiquated faithful, prayer.
Perhaps a silver lining awaits us down the road, Professor. Thank you for your time. It's been a pleasure. We'll be right back.
Hun, tell me about the first time that we met.
It's because of the turtleneck? Well, the turtleneck, that's what you wore first time we met. All right. I'm warning you, I don't tell it as good as you. I'm gonna ruin the fresco.
No, you won't.
Whatever you say. Someone to tell the grandkids when Granny isn't herself. So there I was, sitting inside O'Malley's, all by myself after an app date stood me up. And you were some friends. They were making fun of me, saying like I deserved it or something. And then you scolded them. And you walked over, you asked if the seat across from me was taken, and I said, no, it's available. And then you sat down. You introduced yourself. You asked me how my night was going. And I said I just got stood up, and I'm just about ready to join the local monastery. And then you said that not 2 days ago, your fiancé broke up with you. And then you asked if there was a convent next to my fictional monastery. And 5 minutes into it, you knew, talking to this guy, that it was the best decision you ever made in your life. And I was the luckiest guy that night.
What else did I say?
That you spent 2 years knowing how wrong a guy was for you, and 5 minutes knowing how right one was. And that was 3 years ago. Best 3 years of my life.
Matt, I need to tell you something.
That you're secretly a superhero? With a liver made from dead Irish saints?
And we're clear.
That bad, huh?
I have 5 children, all grown. I've served under 4 presidents, and I've been married to the same woman for over 30 years. I've seen all manner of hell and high water that would strike the fear of God into most. But I never thought it would compel me to do this. Now I see what all the fuss is about.
I got it, Matt.
You got what?
The virus. 2 weeks ago, they ran a test, and
No?
I wanted to let you know.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
They locked me in a room, Matt. They took away my phone.
They took... Who was replying to my text messages?
I don't know, but it wasn't me.
No, I gotta get back.
The doctors did everything that they could, but nothing worked. One day, a professor came to see me. He had been on TV several times, I think, and he offered me something. Something new he'd been working on. But he made no promises. I said yes, on one condition.
What?
That I get to see you again. Remember me as I was.
Cathy. What? Who are you guys?
20 minutes, 12 seconds. That's 30 minutes more than Sal the Chimp's record. That's encouraging. Yes, sir.
What's happening? What are you doing? What? Where are you taking her? Hey!
My condolences.
First thing I did when I got up this morning was to slip on my velvet tracksuit and take a stroll around the neighborhood. Mask up, gloves on, beautiful morning, blue skies with just the right amount of cloud cover. This is God's country, right in the heart of the city.
Good morning, everyone, except Barry. Good evening.
It is past my bedtime.
We've been doing this for 3 months, Barry.
I'm just kidding. Gosh. It's actually my dinner time.
Terry, I thought we weren't allowed to eat.
Well, you know the rules.
I'm just finishing up, boss. By the way, here are the reports you wanted.
Two days early. Eat away, Barry. Don't let me stop you.
Hey, is that sake?
Yeah, hot sake. Oh, good for relaxing when you've submitted your reports 2 days early.
Oops, Marnie. Good morning, Terry.
Morning, Marnie. Slept well last night?
Like a boulder in Utah.
That's great. Okay, since we're ahead, thanks to Barry, I'd say we all deserve the rest of the day to ourselves. Good job, team.
Come on, Marn, have some shame, will you? What? It's just your boss and coworkers. Just appropriately? Point taken.
Meanwhile, the fallout from the Inside Look interview with Professor Bellows continues.
You were saying?
They deliberately skewed the data to cause global panic. The numbers are nowhere near what Bellows is claiming. He's thrown in the towel way too early.
But what about all those infected? I've seen them around the mall, the grocery store. Heck, my brother-in-law is one of them.
No one's claiming it's a hoax. It's real, and so is the flu. But enough with the gloom and doom when the stats don't bear that out.
Maybe he knows something he's not telling us.
He's a government stooge. His job is to tell us everything and anything. He's just a pessimist that got caught up in his own data.
I wish everyone shared your optimism.
More people do share my optimism. They just don't have the soapbox the good doctor and myself have, so they're not being heard. They need to get out there and tell it like it is. Things are getting better. We'll get through this bug in no time.
Hey, you'll get no rebuttal from me.
Nor me.
Polls go up, polls go down. Never a miscommunication. No one can explain how it all works. What's that old adage? As the polls go, so goes the nation? Well, the nation experienced a little bit of a seesaw ride recently. Early polls show the majority of the public seriously thinking about what lead research professor Edward Bellows said in his interview on Inside Look.
Many believe the professor's words were meant as a call to arms to try to bring the nation together to resolve this pandemic. But then the contrarians hit the airwaves, accusing the good professor of peddling a dire end times outlook, as if skirting his responsibility to the people and this country. And then we see the polls take a sharp turn. Does this mean anything? As of 1 hour before airing, the trains are still running on time, TV ratings are stable, and so is the National Consumer Index. Are we unfazed by this pandemic, or are we slow on the uptake? Let's examine a series of polls that'll show us exactly where the pulse of the nation is.
Pandemic got you down?
Not getting your daily dose of sunlight like the good doctor told you should?
Don't keel over. Get your daily dose of Clown Bites Big D today.
Big D contains a huge dose of vitamin D to shoot that spunk back into your life.
One easy to swallow Big D is all it takes. That was easier than I thought. It's like sunlight raining down all over you.
Big D for everyone!
Big D? Huge D! Big D gives me the jokes! I need to pop back up! I swallow Big D every morning.
I gulp down Big D right before I work out.
And right after my swim. It's easy to swallow. Big D, Big D.
Clown Vitamins Big D, available at all good pharmaceutical stores nationwide.
Japan is making gains in vaccine research, and will most certainly share any new findings with our American allies.
Thank you, Dr. Serizawa, for all the work you're doing in A Race for the Cure.
Thank you. ありがとうございます. And remember, face masks saves lives.
Oh, yes, just like our own mask professor. That's the nightly news this Wednesday. Thanks for watching. My name's Deandra Walsh. Have a great night.
Let's try something new. Aw, I kind of like our brand. Hi, oh, no, you don't want that. Here, pay it forward. Thanks. Dude, it's a sign. I don't know, Marn. You literally just had your own personal coffee angel encounter, and you don't know? Okay. Aw, they're out of the good stuff. It's all generic. It's the same thing. They make it all in one factory, slap different labels on it. It's just brand markups. Yeah, but the branding makes it taste better. I'll give you that. Hey, Luz.
Hey, Martin. I know your schedule is free and clear until the end of time, so no excuses. Party at my place tomorrow.
Did you see that there are new curfew patrols from here to the west side?
I am sending you a map to avoid all the roadblocks. This urban planning sophomore from USC sent it to me through Discord. Major simp, if you ask me.
Luz.
Also, Lance and his college buddies are coming.
No. Look, I know this whole lockdown is stupid, but can we just hold off, okay?
Ugh, whatevs, Grandpa. Invite is still open. Wear that sexy red skirt. Oh, and bring that sexy dork you live with.
Yeah, goodbye, Luz. What'd she call me?
Environmental seal initiated.
You made yourself quite a few fans with that little stunt.
It was just a little honest outreach to the electorate.
You're gonna cause panic.
Did I?
Not yet. It's the province of pundits and reactionaries now.
I just threw some meat into the lion's den.
You bought a week of distraction for us.
Yeah, but what if the vaccine backfires and everyone goes all World War Z on the uninfected? I mean, hypothetically.
No problem. I was trained in acute spatial awareness. It's like a 360-degree radar. Nothing gets my...
I think we lost Zach's feed.
If that happens, we initiate SCP barrier protocol Alpha Epsilon 13.
I volunteer my mom's place. She's visiting her sister in Argentina and won't be back in a while. Besides, I've got a fully stocked pantry.
Yeah, we just wait out the initial stages, keep a low profile, then have a 6-week buffer period before we venture out.
Well, that sounds good, but what about the weapons?
What? Like real guns? I'm a pacifist.
I think I still have a hockey stick from college.
Are foam nunchucks weapons?
I'll bring the coffee.
Oh yeah, yes, definitely bring the coffee. But do you guys see why this is all hypothetical? We would be eaten in a New York minute. We're good as dead.
What have I missed?
There's still no word on the cure for the virus. Government officials report that the virus is not airborne, but can be transferred through contact with blood and other bodily fluids. The virus seems to be making people uncontrollably violent and also...
Hello, my little pumpkin pie.
For heaven's sake, Mom.
Hello, my little pumpkin pie.
See what you did?
Knock it off, everybody. There's only one in this household who can legitimately use that term.
Because he speaks the gospel truth, ain't that right, my little pumpkin pie?
He did.
Have you been wearing your gloves and your masks when you're outside?
Of course.
Not with that again. Hey, you live your life the way you want, okay, Pumpkin? Don't let anyone tell you different. All this is just a big bag of government BS. They're gonna take over our lives, just force us
That's
into...
enough, honey.
Okay, be careful.
Remember, your room is just the way it is when you left.
Mom, I'm good.
Okay, well, it's entirely up to you.
Got it, Mom.
Oh, take care of yourself, honey.
Take care of yourself, honey.
Goodbye, Billy.
So you're dripping in chic Forever 21, sashaying down the runway, and everyone sees your ugly-ass mask and proctology gloves. Come on, Angelica, you say? There's a pandemic going on. Cut me some slack. No way, sister. There's no excuse for raggedy fashion. Color coordinate. Mask on top, gloves on the bottom. I'm gonna spill the beans on making you fashionable and the envy of all those common people in line at the supermarket.
Yet another night as police break up an unauthorized party being held at an upscale seaside town. Partygoers are seen fleeing in all directions. Several dozen were arrested. Earlier reports of shots fired turned out to be party poppers.
You can add a sweetener of your choice. For me, it's a dash of organic agave syrup and maybe a little collagen creamer if I'm in the mood. Whatever makes your tea taste good.
That sounds really good. I definitely can't do coffee anymore. I'm wired enough, especially with all that's going on now.
Well, that could go good with chamomile.
Now, this is not a cure. Go to your doctor if you have symptoms. This is just a tea that can elevate your mood while you're cooped up indoors.
I added a little whiskey to that tea recipe you gave us last week.
Oh, how did that make you feel?
Drunk.
She spends most of her day keeping the house tidy. Her son Walt stops by occasionally to help out.
I try to keep busy.
Yes, this place is spotless.
Thank you. And this is my wonderful son, Walt, who drops by as often as he can to check on dear old Mom, make sure everything is okay. And he's a fabulous cook, chef.
Yes, I'm a chef. I work the kitchen. And sometimes I stop by to do a little kitchen magic for you, right?
That's right.
Have the authorities visited you?
Often, all the time. But they're great, and they realize that we have the situation under control. I have documentation. This is permission from the HOA.
That seems to be in order. The situation she's referring to are the 2 infected family members she has wandering in her backyard.
Well, I've had the backyard completely sealed off. There's no access whatsoever. We follow strict CDC guidelines, and we take all the necessary precautions whenever we go out to check on them.
Additionally, the recently passed Wanderers' Rights, championed by the ACLU, prevents authorities from removing people without their consent. This is Vanessa, Cynthia's next-door neighbor. She runs the local neighborhood watch committee.
Yes, I do. I run the neighborhood watch committee.
How many members are there?
I am the neighborhood watch committee.
Vanessa takes it upon herself to watch over the street and the welfare of the residents.
There's a lot of suspicious activity going on all around here, okay? You never know what funny business is happening, especially my neighbor's house. I have called the cops over and over again. They come, they look around, they have some of my delicious brownies, obviously, because they are delicious, and then they take off. They don't do anything. My husband and I, Joe, we're afraid to go out to our backyard anymore. We live in fear that something's gonna happen and that those things over here are gonna come into our house at night.
I've lived here for 17 years, and I have yet to see anyone in that dump she calls a backyard.
My kids, they just stay in the house all day. They cry in their sleep. They never go out into the yard. All because of that.
Kids? She doesn't have kids.
Well, I call my cats my kids. They're just like children to me. Rupert and Archibald.
Cats? She has no cats.
This is a health hazard. Those things need to get locked up. This is ridiculous. I can't have this kind of neighbor with those people roaming around.
Shut up. What kind of bullshit are you telling these people?
Well, it's a health hazard, okay? It's a health hazard to the whole neighborhood. Everybody knows it.
Health hazard? I'll give you a health hazard.
Bring it on, Grandma. That's it.
Walt
Bring it
doesn't
on.
have any
Bring it on.
kids.
You know what?
She's
She's attacking
never
me
gonna
with
be
a
a grandma.
pitchfork, everybody.
It's
My husband will hear this. You idiot. My husband.
Ladies, please. If you're going to be that close, please be considerate.
Shoot. Resume.
Let me go. You're nothing but a little shrew. Give me that. You're not married. You know what? Back off, lady, or I'll stick this where the sun don't shine.
Even on the quietest streets, one can find a certain level of excitement around the corner.
We now go live with lead researcher and virologist from the Indian government, Dr. Rani Roy, has some amazing news to share with us. I believe we're experiencing some technical issues. We are going to cut to a commercial break before returning with Dr. Roy.
And we are off.
Chuck, what happened?
India cut the feed.
First Dublin, now Mumbai? Any word from Professor Serizawa?
Nope. And no one's returning our calls.
What about our interview with Belgium?
I think Antwerp ghosted us.
Kenya?
Nairobi's dust in the wind.
What in the world is going on out there?
Why are you even sunbathing? Hey, I gotta get one form of vitamin D. Right? Bless that good Samaritan. Oh, hey, how are your folks doing? They got out of the city. Went to my Uncle Pete's farm. He's kind of a doomsday quack, so they're it. Mom wants me to come home. Like, what good is that?
She just misses you. And your fun pumpkin energy.
No, she's scared. She thinks the world's coming to an end.
Didn't you hear the world's been ending since religion was invented? So like 1800?
Hey.
Alien spores from outer space? I'm not saying that's a hard to swallow premise, but...
Listen, this is legitimate science. They teach this stuff to school kids all around the world. Panspermia. Look it up. It's how we got here.
This contagion, you're saying it hitched a ride.
Bingo. You know the comet zipped by Earth, missed us by that much?
I think that much is a couple million miles. But I see what you're saying.
All right. Tracking station outside of Canberra picked up comet debris coming toward Earth just as it zipped by. That was a year ago, 1 week from today. I mean, this is just a cosmic ET returning for an encore.
And this was all revealed to you from that acid trip?
No. I mean, this was ayahuasca in Iquitos, Peru. The universe laid out this in front of me, the whole plan. Cosmic blueprints, man.
Have you ever tried DMT?
Anything new on contact tracing and origin of this thing?
Inconclusive. Tracks go cold at all major international travel hubs. It's like chasing a ghost.
Is your team prepared for another go-around?
Ready as always.
Okay. The next batch of anti-serums are near ready. Let's just hope Lady Luck graces us with a favorable outcome. Get ready to suit up.
You got it, boss.
I will devastate this city and make it an object of horror and scorn. All who pass by will be appalled and will scoff because of all its plagues.
Give me a break. Every time we get hit with a global crisis, these nut jobs come slithering out of the woodwork. You want to make your case? Expound on the Mosaic law of germ theory. Washing the hands, quarantine to limit spread. That's science we can all understand. But no, these idiots always default to the end of the world scenario. Listen, pal, it hasn't happened since the 1st century Common Era, and it isn't happening now.
A friend of mine tells me they are converting those abandoned shopping malls into housing centers for the infected. They look like cramped office cubicles, minus the furniture. Why keep your infected at home when you can send them to one of those care facilities for a low monthly fee?
Whoa.
What's wrong? What happened?
Stay away from me. Come on. Okay, what's that, Mark?
Did you look for batteries?
Be sure your hands are clean and free of dirt.
Did you wash your hands?
Britt! Okay. Look for the light. The parcel light? There's no light. Oh, okay. Place your thumb over the symbol. You will feel a small prick. Britt, seriously?
Sorry, Martin.
If the light turns green, you are not infected. If the light turns red, you are infected with the Nix virus. Please log on to blah, blah, blah for further instructions. Okay.
Did you feel a small prick?
Yes, Britt. Okay.
Oh, thank God. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Phew.
这年头谈恋爱得离2米远，抱抱得穿防护服 ，kiss 得戴口罩，还提心吊胆的。我又说对了，不是吗？会错的还是我吗？上周末有谁出去玩了？有没有什么奇遇呀、偶遇呀、艳遇呀？没有就对了，出得去吗？这过1礼拜，封城1礼拜，没完没了了。哎。 我闲得发慌，在家，不是上网就是发呆。上周末我的网还断了，唉，这个病毒进了我的电脑，别吓我，是我家的卫生纸多了点，满坑满谷的， 把信号给堵住了。那查宽带的一到我家，穿着防护服，戴着护目镜和口罩，我都认不出是谁。他一进门就傻眼了。啊，侬个卫生纸仓库，侬开店啊？开店也不需要介许多啊，怪不得上海滩寻不到卫生纸，原来就到㑚屋里向来了。我买，这封城封到猴年马月的，没有卫生纸咋成呢？我能够不慌吗？现在倒好，我们家的卫生纸堵到找不到北，连卫生间的门都打不开了。哎，你们倒说说，这个手指和旅游手册到底有啥不同呢？
我不知道
啊，原来就是你。
Hey, Mom.
Hi, honey. How are you? Did I wake you?
No, I'm up. I'm up. Had a bit of a scare yesterday, but false alarm.
Pumpkin? Your dad isn't feeling well. We think he might be infected.
What? Did you guys take the test? And? Dad.
The test is fake. It's just the government messing with us. Daddy is fine, Pumpkin. It's just a little head cold. Hey, your mom made me one of her hot toddies, and I feel better already. Yeah, I'm gonna beat this.
We put him in the backyard, just in case.
Mom, I know Dad isn't a big fan of wearing masks and gloves, but...
Oh, well, Dad's the only one with that chip on his shoulder.
Please be careful, Mom. Please.
Okay, you got careful from me. But you take care of yourself.
Love you.
Love you too.
I've camped out patiently for the better part of the week to procure this heavenly box of promoted zombie zingers. I shall have tempting tasting to visually convey my opinion of this thoroughly breaded chicken slice. I detect a generous dusting of a culinary lab research Texas or Louisiana dry rub within the crisp breading. I sense this sauce cup might be unnecessary, but the flavor from the tender alone will sufficiently satisfy my taste buds. But we shall see. I must say, for a fruit product inspired by the countless hordes wandering aimlessly about, it surprisingly tastes vibrant, but more so exciting. I failed to mention, they were out of the regular tenders, so I was forced to get the spicy tenders. In my assumption, I had an unopened can of sweet beverage in my car has proven wrong. Help! Help!
Here goes nothing. Wow. That's pretty good. That's hold on. Okay, that does actually have a little bit of a kick to it.
Needs garlic.
I've been reading about how fast this virus is spreading, and even about people who are holding protests over the wearing of personal protection equipment. How many times do I have to hammer this point home? The virus is not a hoax created by the government to control the populace. It is a real pathogen with devastating effects. Look here. Have you seen this? Do you believe the level of lunacy that is going on out there right now? Hug a wanderer? These people have lost their minds. I don't know. Maybe this is nature's way of weeding out the stupid. It was saber-toothed cats before, and now we have the Nix virus. Part of me just wants to watch natural selection play out. But another part of me, a bigger part of me, wants a cure. So come on, Big Pharma. Hurry up with it already. The world is waiting.
We've taken so much blood out of this poor child. Our entire research is based solely on the serum's response to her. She's the key.
We draw the amount we need and not a drop more.
The answer is in there, somewhere. Any updates regarding the nasolabial folds and the loosening of the lateral supraorbital skin and ptosis?
It's a unique morphology. That's why she looks different from the rest. We think it's from the feedback that we got when we gave her the first injection. We're still crunching the numbers.
She's the only human test subject that has shown a positive response to the serum.
Jansen and his team are going in for another trial run.
Hey, Britt.
No, that trick worked only once. They aren't that spicy. Get a load of this guy. He gets trapped in a European mountain resort, escapes, and is now trying to find his way back here.
The American Embassy tells me to go back to my hotel room because there's nothing they can do. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna find a way home. I love you, Kath.
They've locked down all flights incoming and outgoing. How's he gonna get back?
Well, if he's lucky, he won't.
Sure, they're working on a cure or a vaccine, whatever. Whether or not they come up with one is besides the point. The question is, what is the price all of us are gonna have to pay for it? For those wandering around in their homes and on the street, what is the price they'll have to pay for the cure? For us, the healthy, what is the price we'll have to pay for the vaccine so that we don't get infected? Everything Big Brother does, eventually the bill comes due.
Feeling blue with nary a clue?
Can't get excited while you sit on your couch all day?
Don't throw in the towel just yet.
I need zinc.
I need my zinc, scoops and mischief style.
We all need zinc.
Zany Zinc contains a large dose of zinc that'll make you get off that couch and salute the flag.
Don't go scarfing down a peck of oysters or a bushel of asparagus.
Garlic cloves, PU. No date for you tonight, mister.
It takes a teeny tablet once a day.
Don't let the size fool you. It's got it where it counts. Is it it? I didn't feel a thing.
Did I say it's easy to swallow?
I take one before turning on my laptop.
I take two when I'm feeling blue.
It's like walking with a big stick.
That's so slick.
Cloud Vitamin Zany Zinc, available at all good pharmaceutical stores nationwide.
This is medicinal line. Just uploaded the recipe to the live chat. There you go. Okay, now you can source most of these ingredients at your local grocers, but I've included a few websites for you indoor keyboard warriors. Now, I have to caution some of you tenderfoots, this is really strong medicine. What type of wine do you recommend? Okay, well, you're free to use any wine that you like, but of course, I always infuse my herbs in a bottle of Soothsayer's, courtesy of Desperado Wines.
Let's start off with a very promising one from Tabitha Musgraves.
Tabitha Musgraves medicinal wine. A glass of wine of your choosing. To that we will add in the following: a pinch of oregano, a pinch of turmeric, a dash of cayenne pepper. Swirl to mix. Now, one question we've been getting a lot of lately is healing our brothers and sisters who have supposedly succumbed to the Nix virus. But really, I think they're just looking for any excuse to drink before breakfast.
Even Jesus showed us he preferred wine to water when he turned water into wine.
Paul does say, drink no longer water, but use a little wine for thy stomach's sake and thine often infirmities. If you're one of our regular fans and tried it, we invite you to comment below on what you thought of this remedy.
I'm sure the more you drink, the better it tastes.
Oh, I'm sure it's killing something inside of me. Definitely tastes like an Eastern remedy. So, we invite you to sit back and enjoy the added nourishing and tonic benefits while getting protection from the supposed virus.
And stay tuned for further episodes as we explore other tonics from our collective mind to heal and promote interconnection with our brothers and sisters.
Fellow warriors, these are challenging times. We can't train together like we used to. And now we train like true ninjas. Alone. Introducing my online ninja academy. Train online and at your own pace. Don't let the pandemic stop you from becoming a true ninja warrior.
I foresee the virus consuming us all.
Behold Drusilla the Necromancer. Witness her grand plan to solve this blight upon the land.
We intend to cast a spell when the time is right. A spell so powerful, it'll bring on the legions of the undead. It'll bring them under our control, and they will obey our commands. It will be the end of the apocalypse. And we will provide the survivors with a workforce that will be incredibly large and incredibly obedient.
Let it be known that the Necromancer can indeed solve this country's labor shortage.
What was that?
Today, I want to talk to you about Tabitha Musgraves. Now, Tabitha is a social media influencer, that's fine. She has the right to sell things on her channel. But there is absolutely no evidence whatsoever that her medicinal wine has any effect except to perhaps throw off your equilibrium.
There's a pandemic going around, that much we know. But it's a small town. We get more cows than people. We get truckers stopping for a meal at Nancy's, and that's about it for visitors. Mostly peace and quiet. Just the way we like it. What are you still standing there for? You done chopping the firewood? Churn the butter? Well, just Why don't you go clean out the pigsty? I just showed it to you last week. And what did I tell you about posture? My second cousin takes a trip to the big city, comes back looking like that. Lord have mercy.
Dad, I know what time it is there, and you look it.
Hello, Dr. Bellows.
Got your interview.
All of it?
Just the highlights.
It didn't seem to have the effect I wanted.
People are stubborn.
How are your brothers doing? Any word?
Just call them.
No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to bother them because they're out there in the field serving their country.
I heard from David last week. He's setting up mobile hospitals in Uganda, and Tony, well, he's doing secret stuff like always.
Well, how's the Little Creek Children's Hospital doing?
It's a regular hospital now, Dad.
Erin, is there anything I can do for you? I can make calls.
We're doing fine. The town's volunteering.
I wish I had some encouraging words for you.
There's no need. We just keep doing what we do. David, Tony, me. He taught us that.
Hey, if they happen to call or they text you, you tell your brothers that.
I will.
And you too.
What?
Someone's in front of the house.
Quit it, Britt. I'm too lazy to get scared.
I'm serious. Shit. Is the door locked? I think so. I don't know. All lines are busy. Please try again. I'm not surprised. Frying pan. What? Grab the frying pan.
We were sitting ducks in our own home. I have to pee so bad.
What's going on? How's it going over there?
Serum administration.
Got it.
Come on. This won't work.
Come on, Jansen.
Fortune favors the bold.
Do
do you always crack a wise-ass remark when we do this?
Yes, I do.
What's going on?
Massive allergic reaction.
Gross.
That's an understatement.
All right, guys, let's clean this up.
We need more help.
And this is yet another challenge and a reminder of just how volatile Mother Nature truly is. Now, this virus is a zoonotic pathogen. It hops from an animal species, most probably a farm animal, bred for consumption, into a human host, where it restructures its code in order to optimize spread among humans. Now, I have said this countless times. We are not designed to feast upon the flesh of animals. Nature's giving us a righteous dressing down. Speaking of, I have got a vegan dressing recipe that'll make horse hay taste like manna from heaven. Mwah!
Before Scoops and Mischief figure it out, here's a deal I'm gonna make for you good folks. Fancy some D, get some zinc free. Or the other way around. Whatever works. Take them at the same time and show the virus who's the boss. But don't tell Scoops and Mischief, because they'll challenge you to a dance-off. And you know clowns can get down.
Clown Vitamins Big D Zany Zinc, available at all good pharmaceutical stores nationwide.
The Chinese National Archaeological Team, along with select researchers from all over the world, gathered around the ancient sarcophagus while a single worker pried it open with a crowbar? Researchers from all over the world? Returning to their respective countries carrying the Nix virus. There you have it. Ancient virus. Not a peep from the mainstream media. The CDC still debunks the ancient virus theory. What are they hiding? What was buried with that mummy in that sarcophagus 4,000 years ago? Was it a prison for the virus? Just waiting for us to unwittingly unleash it on the world 4,000 years later. No, the truth is in the shadows, and I have the flashlight.
I've warned you about it for years and years. They take a regular, harmless little virus and turn it into some unstoppable freak of bloody nature, mate. Then use it to scare the population. Well, you gotta snap out of that, people. Time to wake up. Try to keep up. It's population control. That's how they get to do whatever the hell they want. That's how they pass the laws. No questions asked. Well, I'm telling yous lot, some of us don't frighten so easily, eh? And we're bloody ready, mates. We've always been bloody well ready.
Oh, I like this one. What do you think, Marn? Sure.
Sorry, this baby's spoken for.
Oh, okay. What about the one before?
This one?
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Sold her about 2 weeks ago to a girl from Ohio. Listen, all of our guns are pretty much sold out. I mean, we're on a back order for like 3 months now.
What? Well, why didn't you start with that?
Well, I didn't know you wanted a gun right now.
Well, that's the point, isn't it?
All the gun stores are out of guns and ammo. Is that a surprise to anyone with what's going on? You want to get things done right and proper? Then you're gonna have to wait.
Great. That's just great.
It's karma. When you want one, there's none to be found.
Oh, hey, girls. You want to get things done right? The official way? You gotta wait in line, like the rest of the schmucks out there. But if you got a little, little rebel in you, I got something for you.
We got a little. Well, tea's overboard. What do you got?
I know a guy. You gals got cash? Oh, yeah, you gals got cash. All right, I'll make the call.
The numbers of infected are skyrocketing. The hospitals are overflowing. The collapse of society is imminent. Very soon, civilization as we know it will come to a crashing end. What are you gonna do about it?
Can't be too safe these days.
I was resigned to spending what little time I have left locked up in my lab.
And miss a lovely day like today?
Yeah, I can use the fresh air.
Hey, Professor, how are the kids doing?
Out there saving the world.
Well, that's what you get for raising them right. Yeah, now's the best time to live it up a little.
Only at the end.
Professor, are you talking to anyone around the world? Iran, Iraq, Korea?
We're trying. We've opened up all encrypted channels to every research center all over the world, hostile and friendlies. This isn't what we're facing. It isn't driven by ambition or resources. It's just instinct. Somewhere along the way, one of us took a detour.
Yeah, we took that detour at Berkeley, if I recall correctly.
Exactly, and here we are, we're back again.
Professor, can you at least give me some good news?
Optimistically, 0.1%.
0.1%? I'll take it.
Take that.
Thanks.
I can't see a thing.
Yeah, your glasses are gonna fog up if you wear your mask.
It's still the law, Marn.
Okay, you're following that part of the law on your way to buy a gun against the law.
Okay, fine.
This is a really ridiculous place to meet up.
No, it makes sense. Far away from the city, no cops, no curfew laws.
No witnesses.
Stan's a good man.
I can't believe you trust that wise guy.
Someone's here. Stan sent us, said you could help.
You weren't followed?
No one knows we're here.
Yeah, we don't even know where here is.
Cool.
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, you're that anarchist nut job.
Yeah, it's me.
Shouldn't you be in an underground bunker somewhere?
No, I live in an apartment a couple miles from here.
I guess people will believe anything on the internet these days.
Sure, the character's embellished, but I believe everything I said. The world is going to shit. So what's your flavor?
A Ruger LCP or 9mm single stack, whichever works, and a couple boxes of ammo. We can pay cash.
What? That's it?
We're not aiming to start a revolution. It's just personal self-defense.
Yeah, can we hurry it up a little bit, please?
Relax, there's nothing around for miles.
These are recent?
Hot off the presses.
Take a look at this.
What the hell?
I'll get Jansen in on this.
This place closed down in the 80s. No one comes out here.
No one?
The usual riffraff, society's undesirables. The city dumped the first batch of homeless people out here. People. Humans. thrown out like yesterday's newspaper. Get out of here!
What's going on? Hey, wait, your bag! Britt! We have to go. We have to go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Run! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, we prepared for this. It's by the book until this pandemic is over. Ms. Dawson has her 3 grocery outlets centralized online, ready to take orders from our elderly. We have a small platoon of volunteers to deliver groceries to them. Pardon the military lingo, this is all quite exciting. Dan over at the computer store will make sure everybody's internet is humming along just fine. Siddharth and his family have graciously donated a ton of PPE supplies, and they'll be available at every business downtown. Okay, we're at T-0 and everything seems to be going as smooth as a slip and slide. How's your father doing?
Yeah, he's getting better.
So, I'm gonna do another stress test on Dan's internet. You know where to reach me. My phones, emails, and message feeds are open to anyone at all times. Until then, I'll be in the zone racking up my kill streak.
Reminds me of a girl I used to date in L.A.
Oh, don't forget that Aunt Deborah is going to be calling later on tonight Pacific time.
Oh, understood.
And she's going to be calling somewhere down from the Maldives, but you'll figure it out.
Oh, I will.
Okay, Junebug, I love you. You stay safe, okay?
I love you too, Mom. I'll talk to you later. You be safe. Bye-bye. Okay, now back to the game. Hopefully some good donations today. Oh, I'm doing, essential delivery services, so, just the essential stuff, and honestly, I like it. It's coming to me directly. I don't have to leave the house. I love it. It's great. Oh, hey, thanks so much, Al. Thanks for the donation. Yeah, I see a car or two going by, out there. It's pretty much a ghost town. Oh, I am doing great today, guys. I am really doing great today with this game, and yeah, it's pretty much just total dead out there. Like I was saying, you just see 1 or 2 people going by, but that's it. Like nothing. I don't mind it like that, honestly. Oh, yeah, listen, my advice is I think it's gonna get better. It can't be like this. It's only gonna get better. Man, I am absolutely on fire today. I am doing so good, but listen, my word of advice to you guys is have your essentials delivered. That's the safe thing to do. Be safe, please. Oh, Mayor in the house. Mayor, ready player 2?
It's no longer airborne.
What virus mutates into a less transmissible form?
It's not isolated. We're getting reports from around the world. It's happening across the board.
It's changing its tactics.
The best way I can describe the taste is earthy, very grounded. It's like taking a walk in the forest when the sun comes out and the dew hits the trees and the leaves and the grass. Yes, very grounded, with a hint of sweetness at the back. Let's take a quiet moment to honor our fellow team members who are valiantly fighting the virus. May they get well soon.
آقای پروفسور خوش آمدین. من خبرهای خوبی شنیدم از اداره بهداشت کشوری. لطفاً با ما در میان بگذارید.
از دعوت من به این کانون متشکر هستم. ما خبرهای امیدوار کننده‌ای داریم. ما نزدیک به ساختن یک واکسن کامل و مؤثر پیشرفت زیادی کردیم. اما هنوز مراحل متعددی در انتظارمان هست. کار زیاد در آینده باید انجام بدهیم.
آره، البته ستایش از علم برتر رژیم ایران.
CIA and our Turkish team picked this up a few hours before it went viral.
برای افراد خسته.
این نتیجه کاربرد علوم گذشته.
Is that Sorab? That is him. He went for the bald look after all.
Wait, you know the lead immunologist for the Iranian government?
We did our residency together at Johns Hopkins. That man is brilliant. I thought he was going to go to work for a Swiss biotech company. He loves skiing. Damn, why didn't I think of him? Do you think that the mullahs would come out to play?
Sure, why don't I get the president to call the Ayatollah and ask if he can do him a solid? You're gonna want to sit for this.
Iran clamped up. Typical theocracy bullshit.
I'm sorry, Edward. Your college buddy caught the Nix virus. They have him quarantined in his lab.
What about his files, his research?
Got this from the Iranian Ministry of Health. All of Safari's files and then some. Not everyone's gunning for the afterlife.
Cooler heads and rational minds.
I've also sent these to Jansen and the team.
It's in English.
Seems like the good professor intended to pass on the information when the time was right. Lucky for us, the health minister himself happened to concur with that intention.
Okay, let's get back to work.
Any news? Nothing. Heard from Martin? Nothing either. What's in the bag? Let's open it. How about we just stare at it a little while longer?
This meeting will be recorded, so if anybody wants to watch it, it'll be available on our council YouTube page. The hospital's filled to capacity, and I would like to thank the many families that opened up their homes and volunteered their time to help take care of the patients. I've contacted the federal state government for assistance. I've contacted them numerous times. I have not had a response. We will get through this. Meanwhile, there's a drink special at Rowdy Mike's and Lily's. You heard right. Buy one drink, get the next one free.
This is it.
Something's happening to the infected.
Yes!
Good God, they're attacking!
Jansen, what's happening?
Jansen! Jansen, get your team out of there!
Nix mutated its structure to maximize the spread. Bite transmission. This is the next phase.
Oh my God, no!
Edward, those labs are right outside your door, Edward!
environmental containment compromised.
California is you and me. California. What the hell is this?
Hey, you have permission to be in the driveway like that? I want to see proper paperwork, or I'm gonna call the cops. You hear me? What's wrong with you people? Get some sun, will ya? What is wrong with them? Hey, I will not be harassed. I have every right to be in this driveway. You hear me? Oh no! Oh, Grandma Oxford! Oh, you better sit there. Oh, I'm gonna call the cops. You hear me? I'm calling the cops on you wandering punks. All ears. Oh my God! Oh.
All lines are busy. Please try again.
Rupert, Archibald. No! Please get away from me!
The National Guard has been activated in several states to address this new development.
Oh my God, I can't believe this happened. What am I gonna do?
Pumpkin. I just want to say that I love you so much.
Mom, what's going on?
Your dad.
Where's Billy? Mom, call the cops.
Nobody's answering.
Mom.
This is a test. This is a test.
Mom?
Brittany, I love you so much.
Mom? Mom?
Cass. Cass.
Maddie. Maddie.
I mean, come on, Rob, you really believe that?
I think we'll have this all wrapped up by the end of the year, just in time for Christmas.
You've always been the eternal optimist, Rob.
I'm the optimistic realist.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of levity. It keeps the mood up.
That's right. It's better with a smile than a frown.
Smile or frown, we want everything back to normal. If normal was ever a thing. We don't even have a baseline. We've always adapted. Companies are making bank with masks, gloves, and cleaning supplies. Face masks with a sequin is a thing. They've repurposed abandoned malls and inn facilities to hold post-infection patients for a fee. And business is booming.
Capitalism.
Yes. They have pandemic-themed fast foods, zombie zingers, chicken tenders with special sauce. That's nationwide, selling like hotcakes.
I'm more of a seafood guy.
If a pandemic with hundreds of thousands of people wandering around in a catatonic state doesn't cause a nationwide alarm, then what would? We've taken a national disaster and adapted to it. We're not sitting this out. This is part of the game. What's next? If all these wandering infected were to suddenly turn against us, would that be a new normal? Would we adapt? Would that be someone's idea of an intended outcome?
I tell you what, I'd be down for a couple of days. Nah, a couple of hours. But I'd take a long look out the window and figure it out what my listeners want and make adjustments to my sponsors.
This reminds me of a picture I once saw. It was taken in the border city of Nuevo Laredo, under the Colosio Bridge. An outdoor street vendor was setting up shop for the night as he prepared his food over a hot stove. And right next to him, just above the bridge, hung 9 bodies of rival cartel members. When asked about the bodies, the vendor replied he saw those bodies right before setting up shop. But he knew that in a few hours, the night shift from the nearby factory was going to end, and the bulk of his daily earnings were going to come from that crowd. Those bodies weren't stopping him from earning his keep. The man's got bills to pay, kids to feed.
And that's his new normal.
Even if it's good night, Irene, someone's going to figure out a way to keep that wheel spinning.
Man, you're such a downer. But on a completely different topic, let's talk about permanent clown makeup. It's the hottest fad right now, and it's sweeping the country, just like the virus. This is Rob Peterson, and I'll be right back after a word from our sponsor, Red Lobster. Fresh fish, live lobster, and all the Cheddar Bay biscuits you can handle.